People always think the new year is going to change your life. People always think that it's a brand new year, it's a brand new me. And I like the idea of change. I'm the first one that hammers this idea into people's heads that you can change in any way you want to, but not in like an aggressive nitro Hail Mary way. That's the problem with New Year's right there. People go out on New Year's, get blackout drunk. They walk into the year hungover. They're talking about all these things are going to change, and they're starting off in a real shit way. Outside of that, they set these ridiculous goals for themselves without actually breaking it down into actionable steps. You will never hit your goal if you don't break it down into smaller steps. People will talk about, oh, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I love it. I'm happy for you. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, I want you to look your best. I want you to feel your best. I want you to be your best. I don't think anybody, maybe your ex, wants you to not grow as a person. But the problem is, you go from a position of never working out to I'm going to work out 7 days a week, adopt a new diet, meal prep, do ice baths, it's too much. And you might stay consistent for a couple of days, but then you'll fall off. And you know what ends up happening? You get more depressed, you get more frustrated, you get more sad. And that is the problem with New Year's resolutions right there. New Year's resolutions are, in theory, a very good idea. You're making a new goal to hit. You're trying to change your life. Like, this is not wrong. The problem is, when you fail at whatever goal that you set, when you don't hit the requirements of what you went out to do, it ends up breaking you down psychologically, and it reinforces the mindset that you had earlier that I cannot do this, and it habituates something even harder. See, you doing something and you failing and you going back to your comfort zone is like relapsing back into drugs, back into a bad habit, whatever it might be. It legitimately might be drugs. So my philosophy when it comes to New Year's is to not really change that much. Try to change a few things. Try to change one thing. Try to change something small and break that small thing down into actionable steps. So let's say New Year's goal, I'm just making this up on the fly, is to drink more water. This is a great goal. Drinking water will fucking help you in so many ways. It'll help your skin. It'll help you function a lot better. It'll help you. You're 70% water, so let's get with the program. That's a great goal right there, okay? You can't just say, I'm going to drink more water without breaking down into more goals. I would order water bottles that you really like. That's why I order those really nice water bottles. If you ever see my fridge, I got a bunch of really expensive water in there. It's not because I believe that Icelandic water versus tap water is really going to make a dramatic difference. I really don't believe that. I believe that this encourages me to drink more water. It's more aesthetic. I personally think it tastes a little bit better, and it gives me like a measurement. Okay, I've drank this water, and I treasure this water more. I treat it better. You know, I look at it as something more valuable. And when I get Aquapana, when I get Mountain Valley, I like to have the variety. I feel like I'm trying different things. It's almost like a placebo effect. And so one of the best things I've done is buy really expensive water bottles because it motivates me to drink more water. And I try 4 or 5 different liter, water bottles, and I end up drinking over a gallon of water a day. And another thing that I do is I always keep water bottles everywhere around my house, and I try to kill them. I try to murder the water bottle. That's like my whole thing. I keep one by my bed. I keep one in my bathroom. I keep one in my closet while I'm dressing. I keep one by my office. This honestly gets refilled a lot. Or I just get another water bottle. I keep one on my counter. I keep like 4 or 5 water bottles around my house to the point where my assistant's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, this is absolutely insane. But the point is, it keeps me focused on drinking water. And so if drinking more water is your goal, put water around you everywhere. Put water bottles in your car, which I have as well. I have water bottles in my car. And get in the habit of setting a timer where every 30 minutes you're taking a sip of water. Time yourself, like put a timer on your phone. Every 30 minutes it goes off and you're drinking more water. And, another thing I do, this is super weird, I do this myself, is while I'm eating food, after every bite, I drink water. It's like something that I've habituated. So maybe when you're eating food, every bite you take a sip of water. Wash the food down with water. I love doing that. I don't just scarf down a plate of food. I'm eating a bite, couple bites, water. Eating a couple bites, water. So I finish a water bottle every time I eat a meal. But you get what I'm saying? This is an example I'm just making up for this video, but you need to break it down into into steps to hit that goal, and you need to be super consistent with it. And every day I wake up in the morning and I write a little thing, drink water. And at the end of the day, I cross that off. Make lists for yourself. Record your success or your failures. If you didn't hit your goal, hey, I didn't drink my water requirement for the day. Tomorrow we're gonna drink more. We're gonna do better. We're gonna hit it. And almost like a snap streak, kind of gamify it. Make it like a streak. Make it like something that you're actually, supposed to be consistent on, and reward yourself every 5 days, every 10 days. You have a can of pop, whatever it is. You've got to get better at making actionable steps, rewarding yourself and punishing yourself with the consequences of not doing something, and make it something that you can realistically get to. If you think that you're just going to go ahead and become a bodybuilder, 1% of people are actually going to do it and mentally change their mind. And props to them. They are very, very disciplined. Good for them. But I'm assuming the large majority of you don't have the discipline, don't have the focus, and you've got to chill the fuck out. You got to stop trying to fucking hammer through a goal that, and in multiple areas. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to get ripped. I'm going to start with one thing. Not that you can't work on multiple things at the same time, but make it small, make it consistent. When you hit that goal, up it, increase it. So if maybe drinking water was my goal, I do it consistently for a little bit, then it's time to cut back on carbs. Then it's time to cut back on fatty food, whatever it might be, or hit a mile run in the morning. Whatever it is, you got to slow the fuck down, because the failure of you not hitting your goal is actually extremely detrimental to your psychology, to your motivation, to your ability to stay consistent, and your belief that you can actually do something. That is what fucks people up with New Year's resolutions, and that's why, as much as I love people setting goals, New Year's resolutions can be a very double-edged sword, and typically the edge does stab the person back.